Clifford Walker, Cliff Lee, August 4th, 1896 to August 25th, 1988. Major League Baseballer. Clifford Walker Lee, an American professional baseball outfielder, and played in Major League Baseball from 1919 to 1926 for the Pittsburgh Pirates, Philadelphia Phillies, Cleveland Indians, and the Cincinnati Reds. Born in Lexington, Nebraska, he batted on the right and threw on the left, debuting for the Pittsburgh Pirates and the last appearance for the Cleveland Indians. And right here we have Clifford W. Lee and Naomi J., his wife, 1896 to 1988 and 1899 to 1991 for Naomi. With a .300 batting average and 38 home runs and 216 runs batted in for 521 games over 8 seasons. Best known for being victimized twice in triple plays as a base runner. He also played quite a few games as a first baseman and catcher. We pay tribute to Clifford Walker, Cliff Lee, Major League Baseballer, and his wife. May you rest easy here at the beautiful Crown Hill Cemetery. We pay tribute to you and all these beautiful souls. We are here to pay tribute to a Private Elmer E. Fryer. World War II Medal of Honor recipient, born in Denver, Colorado, serving as a private in U.S. Army, Company E, 511th Parachute Infantry, 11th Airborne Division. In the Philippine Islands, December 8, 1944, his battalion encountered a strong entrenched Japanese position. Supported by mortars and automatic weapons, they attacked, but his company was ordered to cover the battalion's withdrawal. Seeing the enemy platoon moving to outbank his company, he moved to higher ground, opening fire, killing 27 and being wounded himself. While assisting the wounded, an enemy sniper appeared. Taking aim, Elmer sprang forward, taking the brunt of full burst of fire in his own body. Falling mortally wounded, with his remaining strength, he threw a hand grenade, killing the sniper. His position was overran, but contributed to the success of the battalion's withdrawal and subsequent attack and defeat of the enemy. His citation was issued on May 3rd, 1945. And here lies this young man with that amazing, strong brave and courageous story. And here is his father, George F. Fryer, January 29th, 1884 to January 11th, 1973. And his mama, Martha M. Fryer, November 15th, 1889 to April 3rd, 1961. And he is remembered at the foot of his parents' grave. This is his cenotaph. He is missing in action. But they know his story. And what a story that was. Also, amazingly enough, which happens to me quite often, we started out over here, and I started walking the squares. Oh, that square, and then I said, okay, my friend Elmer E. Fryer, could you please pull me to where you are? And so I just released, cleansed, and breathed. And I went and saw the little statue over here. And then I walked. And I just walked up. And I walked over. And here he was. It was very cool. I love when this happens. It's good to listen, to release, cleanse, and breathe. And then you can get the messages coming. And then I always say, whoever would like me to tell your story, come to me. Bring me your story and I will tell your story. Here we are at the Allen family with the story I did on the Yak and Yeti mansion. And we're looking for the Yuccum family and Matthew's family. This is Mr. Elmer E. Fryer's grandfather, John Matthew Sr. He passed of disease during the Civil War, suffering from tuberculosis and traveling to Colorado from Wisconsin with wife Catherine, sister Martha, and brother John Jr. John Sr. was on the first crew to build the Georgetown Loop railroad line in Georgetown, Colorado. He was first a trash hauler for the coal mine, and then a coal miner. And then he became an engineer on the Georgetown Loop, forming the tunnels and the railroad for the Georgetown Loop. They soon grew tired of the railroad life and traveled camping to Craig, Colorado in Oak Creek, homesteading up Little Trout Creek above Mule Gulch Creek, joining Little Trout Creek. 1864 to 1931. And then wife Catherine and daughter, also Catherine, and part of the Yuccum family. Spouse Henry J. Yuccum, 1865 to 1949, married in 1922, owned a grocery store, Staple and Fancy Groceries on Grandview Avenue in Arvada and Webster Street. Anna Weber Yuccum, Jefferson County Clerk and Recorder. Henry J. Yuccum School in Arvada, named in recognition of his service on the Arvada School Board. The Yuccum famous ranch homesteaders, Anna and John Yuccum. I thought that was just very interesting that these family lines broaden out, and you think that this is such a huge world, and in our own little spaces it's such a small world where Elmer Fryer is connected to John Matthews and the Yuccum homesteading family. And here we come to Flora Yuccum Wagner, 1874 to 1906, and her husband John A. Wagner, 1872 to 1909. Flora, part of the Yuccum family, married John. Here's also John Yuccum, 1831 to 1911. And right next to the Yuccum family plot, a little Yuccum gate. And in memory of our mother, and we have Lena Yuccum Putnam and her husband John W. Putnam. So what I do is, when I do my research, I look into all these families with these stories, and I like to tell the stories. Flora Yuccum Wagner was killed by an accidental shotgun discharge from a nearby wagon on the way home from church. She fought 3 days for her life, but there was too much damage to her intestine. They said she put up an almost superhuman fight to survive. She was aged 31 years old. Husband was thrown from a horse as a young man, suffering life-altering injuries, passing after 19 years and many surgeries at 34 years. He was also injured from the gunshot wounds, taking his wife, passing 3 years later.